Everything's amazing.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
We're going to shake up the room. We're going to shake up the world. Because we got to talk about some things. Hurry up and talk about it, bro. Why I got to hurry up?
Because that's what you said you was going to do.
I know, you messed the whole vibe up when you tell me to hurry up.
That's your problem, bro. You don't want nobody telling you what to do.
All right. So, if you don't know, I don't want nobody to tell me what to do, then guess what? Don't tell me what to do.
All right, let's get it popping.
You know what I'm saying? We thank everybody for tuning in. Woo! It's the Billionaire Radio.
This guy, man.
Double L, double N, EAR, the Billionaire. We're in your ear. 18 and over. Tell the kids to leave the room. No filter.
18 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy.
This is that show that's definitely, you know, you can't, we say what you can't say because you'll get fired from work. So let us do it for you.
Definitely let us do it for you.
You know, definitely let us do it. If you're live, tune in. If your first time, tune in. If you've been here for a while, tune in. Billionaire Radio, YouTube.
If you say Billionaire Radio one more time.
Billionaire Radio one more time.
Just
What you talking about, man? Nobody's scared of you because you're a big guy.
Get to it, man.
You know what I mean?
Come on, bro.
Nobody's scared of you.
Your gun's bigger than my guns. What are you talking about?
Man. Listen, man. Anyway, today is season 3. Season 3, episode 106, ladies and gentlemen. 106. I'm your host, Big Arm, the industry plug. And over here,
Lateef Billions.
Yeah.
AKA the Black Testarossa.
Some kind of Testarossa.
AKA Little Tuffy Barnett. Shout out to 36 in Mount Vernon.
Ain't nothing little about you, man.
That's what she said. Yeah, that's what she said.
Let me not set you up for nothing. Let me not throw you no out of you.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
You know. Y'all know we're the infamous Troll Brothers. We're trolling. This is what we do.
Yeah, we're gonna
troll
all day.
You know, if you don't like us, then get some popcorn and tell someone else to check it out.
Definitely get your popcorn ready.
But we're gonna take you on the infamous plane ride. Definitely gonna be a plane ride. A little rocky, a little turbulence.
Oops, spilled my drink. My cognac, moniac.
Definitely.
Hip hop.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. Mm-hmm. But we live on Glockaware, so tune in.
That was strong.
You know. Are you tired of Donald Trump yet?
No.
All right.
Matter of fact, I'm voting for Donald Trump.
Moment of silence, y'all. Moment of silence, because his brain
listen,
cells just died. Hold on.
Bro.
Moment of silence for my co-host brain cells.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, moment of silence.
We don't need no silence. This is dead. Yeah. I'm dead serious.
All right, well, you can vote who you want to vote for, but right now,
Democrats, I gave them their shot.
Right now,
we ain't get nothing done with the Democrats. Absolutely nothing.
He's been indicted. Now he's being charged.
But Biden falling asleep. But go ahead.
Listen, let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with Biden falling asleep. Mm-hmm. I don't care that he fall asleep. Mm-hmm. I fall asleep sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't care he fall asleep. Mm-hmm. But what I do care is what his agenda is. That's what I care about.
Well, what is his agenda?
You ask him that. That's what you got to do.
Care about an agenda. You don't even know what the agenda is, bro.
You ask him about what his agenda is.
I know a lot of this nonsense wouldn't be going on if he was the president. I mean, sometimes you got to take the salt with the water, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to take the salt with the water. And, you know, they just went way off edge with a lot of things, the Democrats. And
well, what did the Democrats go off edge with, Lateef? You're going to tell us?
Yeah.
What did we go off edge with?
First of all, their agenda with the Rainbow Coalition. Now
with
the alphabet balls.
You do know the Rainbow Coalition is two different things.
No.
Because Jesse Jackson has a Rainbow Coalition party that he does.
You know what rainbow I'm talking about, bro.
Which one?
The socks and the headbands.
You mean the LGBT
and the tight drawers. You know what I'm talking about.
LGBTQ?
Yeah, man.
Why don't you
Come
say
on, man. Transgenders. Let's just say it. Transgenders.
So you have a problem
giving children lap dances and all that, trying to force they. Don't let me find the word. Please. But it has a lot to do with.
I'm trying to see what this got to do with the Democratic agenda.
I mean, they all on board with that agenda.
I know a lot of Democrats who are not on board with that agenda.
I don't know.
So you can't say that's a
pedophiles, sex change, cartoons with.
Yo, I need you to give me one fact.
With gay.
Can you give me one fact though? I don't want to do none of your opinions.
Come on,
give me
bro.
a fact. Give me a fact. Something that you actually know. Give me a fact.
I know a transgender went into a public school and gave a child a lap dance.
Is that a fact?
I know that transgender want the world and America to believe that they're really women. That's their fight.
Okay.
I'm a woman.
So what does that got to do with Democrats?
But you're not, because Democrat is behind that. They behind that 100%.
Democrats are behind it.
Yes.
Got it. So every transgender is.
Didn't the vice president go across seas because a country didn't want that in their country and the penalty was death? Didn't the vice president go
Why don't you
tell this government that no, y'all can't have that law?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
On their own land. They can't.
That is not how that went.
How it go?
First of all, I said give me a fact.
It was fact.
And you just guessing from what I told you before.
It was
and
fact.
You don't have no facts of how that played out.
It's all facts, bro. It's all facts. If you ain't listening, maybe you listening slow. Maybe you listening fast.
All right,
but between all that, you definitely miss what I'm trying to say to you is, tell me something that the Democrats did for us.
What I do know is Hunter Biden's phone got hacked. I know that. His phone got hacked, and somebody's really after him. They leaked 10,000 photos on the internet, on Twitter. 10,000 photos. But they were showing him with young. So they saying he's a pedophile and he's a crack and he does a lot of drugs, crackhead and cocaine.
And what's his name again?
It's Joe Biden's son.
Thank you. So why are you fighting with me?
I'm not fighting with you. I said give me a fact.
Well, you just gave me some. I don't have to give them to me. You gave me the facts.
I wasn't talking about what you're talking about, though.
It's the same thing. I mentioned pedophilia. I mentioned.
That's why I brought it full circle for you, but I didn't.
I mentioned
but I'm not
transgenders. I mentioned them pushing this.
I don't have a problem with transgenders.
I don't. Oh, man.
I'm just saying I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with nobody, man. I have a problem how you do things, but I have a problem with anybody, though.
Well, I can't lie and say I don't have a problem with transgenders.
We all know. The world knows you got a problem.
I definitely have a problem with transgenders.
Well, mind your business.
I do.
Mind your business. If somebody want to put a wig on and some pumps on and yank their Yankee, you know what I'm saying? Mind your business. Let them do it.
Look, man, to each his own, bro. To each his own. I mean, I just don't want them pressing the issue. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with the pressing the issue.
Mind your business.
Of them wanting to be a woman. Like,
mind your business.
Can I mind my business when they business is all up in my face?
All right, how's it in your face?
It's on the news.
All right,
it's in social media.
All right, to the channel.
It's in papers, in the tabloids.
To the channel.
It's everywhere. They're trying to force the agenda everywhere.
Mind your business.
Even on our children. I can't mind my business when you're trying to force that agenda on my children.
Until they start showing transgenders.
When you start trying to bring it into the school and push the agenda on children, I cannot mind my business.
Until I see a transgender quarterback in the NFL and a transgender point guard or center in the NBA, I'm minding my business.
Let me be the first to say there will never be a transgender quarterback in the National Football League. Let me help you out with that one. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. You don't got to worry about that.
Don't say never.
You know what I mean?
Don't say never.
Them wanting to take over women's sports, even though they men.
I want you to know this is not a bashing ceremony.
I'm not bashing anybody.
I want to make that clear, though. You make it sound like you bashing.
No, I'm not. I'm not bashing
because
anybody.
I haven't had a chance to say one thing, and you just went on a rant.
All right, go ahead. Say it. I'm not bashing anyone. You know what I mean? I'm not going out there knocking them upside the head and trying to kill them and all that nonsense. Yeah. All I'm saying is whatever they do, they just need to keep it behind doors. That's all I'm saying. So don't bring it out to the public.
We're going to call it the transgender show.
All right. It's weird, man. It's really weird. But,
Hey, all right. So everybody's seen what I posted, right? You seen what I posted, right?
No.
You stay stupid on my page, acting like you didn't.
No, I didn't see.
That's all right.
I ain't see.
So I pretty much posted, right?
Right.
There was a guy on top of a girl, right? Mm-hmm. So these are the images. Pretty much posted, guy on top of a girl. So whatever's happening, I guess they're allegedly having sex, or about to have sex, or about to be in it, right? So the girl pretty much says, "Hey, listen, I'm not on birth control." Right?
Yeah.
And so the guy says, "Hey, that's okay. I identify as a girl." That's fair. But here's the thing, right? People wonder where that.
Why you do that to yourself, man?
What you mean? What you mean?
I'm just saying. Oh, so hold up. This not a joke?
Was
you trying to be funny?
It wasn't. It's a real topic.
Oh, okay.
Because
somebody really said that.
As a transgender, you're allowed to identify how you want to identify. Transgenders do have sex.
Yeah. And,
right.
And even though they might identify as a woman, they could still get a woman pregnant because they are a man. They're not a woman. They're a man.
And that's why it gets interesting down the road.
Okay.
Because if you identify as a woman or a girl and you get somebody pregnant, then what happens? What does the baby call you? Mom, dad. And it gets better though, because I'm on board with the non-binary. I'm about to be non-binary. I'm about to try that. I like that. You don't have to be a woman or a male. You see, you know what?
Right.
If you ever have a conversation with a non-binary,
right,
they be like, "Listen, I don't identify." Like I literally had a conversation with a person. They said my partner's non-binary. I said, "Oh, really?" And they had a name. Let's just give it a name, Joe. I said, "Oh, Joe." So Joe is and I said, "Does Joe have his thing or was still connected, whatever?" Right. It says, "I can't tell you that." You know what I mean? I said, "Well, he's non-binary. He's not a woman or
who's making up these laws, man? Like who's making these laws up? When they say I identify, who identify them as that? Did they label themselves?
Listen, I can
so
identify
they can't
myself.
identify because when you pull out your identity, when you pull out your driver's license, that's who you are. You can't make up a fake. I don't know, just in the atmosphere. That's not my identity. It is your identity.
Nah, it's not.
It is.
No, if they want to identify,
your identity is man. You can't change that.
If they want to identify as what they want to identify,
they can't. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They're doing it. They're doing it.
Well, they're a bunch of noodles then.
The noodles?
Yeah, a whole bunch of noodles.
All right.
So, you got a man saying, "Oh, I identify as a woman." No, you don't.
But what if he has?
You are a man, you idiot.
But what is he going through?
Trying to identify yourself as a woman.
I said we're not going to bash up there, man.
Now you're getting me mad, bro.
Why are you mad about what they do?
Because they talking about I identify as a woman.
So what does that mean?
I'm identified, busting them upside. You said
you wasn't going to do that.
I'm chilling.
How do you get upset and get mad at somebody that says, "I don't want to be a man"?
Because I don't understand it.
Oh, that's none of your business.
I don't understand it.
That's not even your lane.
You a man, but you want to be a woman. I don't understand it.
Why are you in their business?
Get the vibration.
Why are you in their business?
Because like I said, they make their business known.
They
put their business in our face. When I see that a young man want to put on a wig and put on stilettos and try to be pretty like a woman, that's so backwards to me, bro. I just don't understand it.
All right, so mind your business.
I'm gonna mind my business.
You can't get mad at somebody that wants to be what they. It's a free country, right?
It's too free.
There's no such thing as too free.
Got to be.
So why does it bother you that somebody wants to be whatever gender different than what they are?
Because you're being something that you're being something that you're not. You was born.
So why does that?
You was born a child,
how does that affect
a boy, and you grow into a man, grow into manhood, and you go on with your life.
How does that affect you?
What you mean? How does it affect
me? It's none of your business.
It ain't none of my business, and I don't care.
You do care.
No, I don't.
You just said I want to bash him in the head. Like you got all emotional. I watched your face all turn colors just now.
No, I'm just saying, bro. I just don't understand why they want to do that. I don't understand why they want to put on lipstick and get fingernails and eyelashes and buy fake hair and try to be something they not.
Well, I told you.
Don't get it.
I told you that last year that it was the president of Disney, CEO of Disney, have 2 children, part of the LGBT community, and she said, I will make sure that from now on there will be 50% minority and LGBTQ community characters from now on in Disney films. It's already started. Did anybody see the new Spideyverse yet?
No.
All right. So Miles Morales has a love interest, and she happens to be a transgender. But they didn't come out and just say it. But in the room it said, protect transgenders.
Why?
On Disney, on Spider-Man.
So then boycott Disney.
Why are you going to boycott?
Why you want to watch that garbage?
This is the movie.
I don't care.
I'm just saying.
Why would you want to go watch that garbage?
You don't know. What I'm saying is it's subliminal. It's not.
Well, why do we got to protect somebody that not even trying to protect themselves? They not trying to protect themselves. First of all, y'all trying to fool men. Transgenders want to fool men into thinking that they're real women, but they can't fool men. If you're a real man, you cannot be fooled by a transgender. So I don't even know why they keep trying.
I know men that have been fooled by transgenders.
No, bro.
And I'm not gonna put them out there because some of them have great hormones.
Do you think they happy, bro? Do you really think they happy?
I'm not touching that.
Or do you think they depressed and their world is very different? That's the part that you should be attacking. That's the part.
Well, Spider-Man has a trans. What they're figuring out is that it's a transgender character.
Okay.
You know, so it's already coming to Disney. This is what the future's about to be.
Well, then I ain't taking my kids to see that nonsense. I won't waste my money on that. They can't get my money. They can't get my money with that garbage.
Yo, you know, pretty soon the video games are going to come out with transgenders.
Well, hey, let them go ahead. Let them pop. Let them keep it popping. Whatever they do, you know, it's their business.
This is the wave. But this is
when they go back to that casket, they getting buried as a man, bro. They could be out here pretending all day. But when they laid the ground and laid in that dust, or get wrapped up, or however they identity will be. This is where Joe or David lies. It won't be Shirley or Tanika or Celia or anything like that.
So why I got you?
Everybody going to remember
so
them
why I got you
as
irritated?
being a man who wanted to be a woman. That's how they will be remembered.
So why I got you irritated and all bubbling right now? So what do you think about Disney's character and Spider-Man, which is a great movie, right? And now having transgender characters involved.
I think they're doing too much.
Yeah, I think this should be their own. I think we should have transgender movies.
Why?
Because I feel as though, based on religion reasons, they're not going to go together. Like when you deal with a lot of strong Christian beliefs, a lot of strong even Islamic beliefs and things like that. You know, because remember I talked about the professor that actually won this case because based on religion, he didn't have to identify and call the student based on whatever they wanted to be called by if it was the opposite of what they were. So based on religion, I see that being the issue. I feel like since they want their own lane, right? And because I don't really have a problem with who your sexual preference is. Let's think about it. All the LGBTQ flag just says, I like to have sex with the same sex, pretty much. Which is like, hey, that's your business. Who cares, right? But we don't have to advertise it and parade around it. We just give them their own lane, especially the trans. Give them their own lane who want to compete in sports. I think with track, it should be trans against trans. I think with these movies, I think you should let them know, like, this is PG, PG-13, rated R, and I guess we could come up with a character, like trans-friendly. Maybe it should say trans-friendly movies. Like, you know what I mean?
So I guess I'm never going to be successful. I guess I'm never going to really make no big money because when you think about it, right? You got a section, right? In our city, you got a section where men go to look for other men. Now think about that. So it's like 200 men and all they thinking about is men.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they should have their own movie. Like, in other words, if you go to watch a movie on Netflix, right?
Right.
You're upset if you see two guys kissing. That's not what you want to see.
No.
You're upset if you see a person dressed like a woman dressed like a man. That's not what you want to see.
No.
So why not give us the option to choose that and say, hey, this is a trans movie. Down people who want to see trans, they're not upset. See, now you're not upsetting the sales. Because what happens is you get upset if it's something you don't want to see. So you ain't got to look at it. So you have an option to pick what movie you want to see is what I'm saying. So they need to have a new rating.
I think they need to stop. That's what I think they need to do. I think they need to oppress it. I think they need to push it back. I think they need to be more resistant to the ideas and the ideology things that they're trying to press onto the public and onto the. See, basically, they're trying to bust through a door, and they're trying to come out and say, "We here, no matter if you like it or not. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. We gonna do this because we have the power to." I'm saying you need to push that back. In my opinion, they're doing too much.
All right, so
in my opinion,
okay,
I think they've done enough.
But that's your opinion.
Where you got your own neighborhood,
right?
And you in alleyways.
That's your opinion.
And it's just button. You want pipe, and because you're a man, and that's what you want.
But that's
really.
But that's your opinion, though, right?
That don't drive you crazy. That don't make you be like, what the?
I mind my business.
I hear you. All right, well, mind your business. But when I look, man, I look like, what are y'all doing? You're a man. You want another man. Like, what the is wrong with you?
That's old, man. That's old. See, now you're going somewhere. That's old.
No, man. Same thing with the women, man. But I'm all right with the women.
I know. See? See that, me?
I'm all right.
Right.
But, I mean, but that whole man thing, I don't get that, bro. I really don't.
So let me ask you a question, right? Because you bashing all crazy.
I ain't bashing nobody, bro.
You are.
You asked me for my opinion.
I'm going to take a commercial break for that, okay? We're going to come back to the whole drink. Because I see right now, steam coming off your head. So this topic's not for you right now.
I don't get it.
You know what I mean?
I truly don't get it.
If you did some crime, right?
Right.
You did some crime, and it might be some fraud, right?
Uh-huh.
And your grandmom threatens to tell the authorities what would you do if the grandma did that?
If I did a crime.
You did a crime. You was doing fraud, doing something illegal.
And my grandma decided to snitch on me?
She said she's going to snitch on you.
What you gonna do about that?
What would you do to your grandma?
Nothing.
Everybody doesn't feel that way.
What you gonna do something to you? Come on, man.
Listen.
Grandma trying to save your life.
So right now we got a mom and daughter allegedly butchered grandma with a chainsaw and cooked her remains on the grill.
Yeah, I heard about that. And got caught.
So I'm saying, like, all right, whatever you're doing, that's illegal anyway. Maybe grandma wanted to cut. You know what I mean? Maybe she's like, y'all cut me out, then I'm going to tell. Who knows how that went, right? Or maybe she just said, listen, because rest in peace to grandma. Maybe she was just like, hey, you guys cut me out or cut it out. I'm going to tell. Who knows what happened? So a mom and a daughter, like, so the 44-year-old lady and a 19-year-old daughter,
right?
They chopped up the grandma. First of all, there's something wrong with you and your daughter. Because, first of all...
And y'all put her on the grill.
Y'all gonna chop her up.
And put her on the grill.
Put her on the grill, try to cook the remains.
That's wild, bro.
And you realize it's a little too much than I thought it was. Right? You left it there. Family trying to find grandma.
Right.
Everybody calling around for grandma. So, we got to go to grandma's house and see what's up with grandma.
Right.
So they send the cops to investigate. They pop open the grill. They see chopped up grandma on the grill. Like, where does that? It's so many.
I think, man, that sounds like a movie, bro. But that, bro,
it can be a movie.
It just don't sound like real life, man. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what?
They chopped her up and tried to cook her.
I know you like to do the white-black thing all the time.
I already know what color they were, bro. I know they were black.
I know you like to do the white-black thing all the time.
Yeah, but I don't get that.
But can you guess what color they were?
Black. They were black. And I'm pretty sure she was smoking wet, her and the daughter. Goodness gracious, bro.
I thought that was crazy.
Cut your grandma up and put her on the grill. Like, I don't, got your daughter involved. They need some real psychological help. When they get to prison, they need to go see the psychiatrist 24 hours a day, their entire sentence.
Oh, they may listen. You know what? It didn't say if they ate them or not. I was trying to see. Did you taste grandma?
I don't care about them eating grandma. They cooked her. They chopped her up and they cooked her.
Right.
That's sick.
Well, it was sick to stab grandma.
Wow, man.
What's the difference between stabbing grandma and cooking grandma?
What you mean? What's the difference?
It's still sick.
Nah, man. Stabbing is normal. Cooking,
it's normal to kill.
Cooking ain't normal.
It's normal to kill your grandma.
It's normal to stab somebody.
It's normal to.
But what
grandma.
I'm saying is, cutting her up and putting her on the grill. That's not normal. There's something really wrong with you. People usually hit you 3-4 times and they go about their business.
But you know, they don't
want to be cutting.
You know,
up
there's a show.
Nonsense.
There's a show that's like Gordon Ramsay show, the Hell's Kitchen show.
Mm-hmm.
It's over in the UK,
and
they got these people, and they actually use. It's a restaurant, and they use human flesh for flavor.
Ah, man, come on, bro.
What?
Stop.
You can look it up. I didn't want to say the name of the restaurant. I don't want to give it no promotion.
That ain't real.
No, it was a show on. Listen,
that ain't real.
It was a show, like a Hell's Kitchen show, and they was eating it. So, this tastes good. What did you do? And it was like, he told what it was, and they spit it out, and they got mad. It was the whole thing.
So where they get the human flesh from? Volunteers? Where did they find human flesh to take and skin and cook and add to the ingredients? Where did they find this skin from? This
I didn't figure that part out.
Yeah, that's the part you need to figure out.
You know what I mean? I don't know where they got it from. You know?
That's the part you need to figure out.
They might got a whole basement.
It's not making any sense at all. It's not making any sense at all.
What part don't make sense?
Where they getting this human skin from, bro? That's what we want to know.
They probably got a whole basement of people just chained up. What are you talking about? We don't know what's going on.
So they shut down then. They no longer functioning, right?
You can't prove where they come from.
Where's this going on at? In the States?
UK, I told you, overseas.
Oh, well, overseas, that's different, man.
I just said that.
Yeah, overseas is different.
I literally just said that.
Real different.
I literally just said that.
They probably got bodies over there like cattle. They just grab them off the road or something. Snatch them out the jungle. Gone.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I just...
Now you on the menu. Stupid.
Cannibalism is popular.
For who?
People just don't talk about it. They do it.
Okay.
You know?
I have no desire to eat a person, bro.
I don't have any desire either.
Unless her name is Megan Good.
Megan Good she got STD. You hear about that?
She got what?
STD.
No, she don't.
All right.
Man, stop lying, bro. She married to a preacher, man. Stop.
A preacher?
Yeah, she married
I can't with this guy.
Yeah, she married one of the, dudes working for the Lord.
All right, so rest in peace to Jackie O, right? That's DC Young Fly's baby mom.
Right.
So all these allegations going on.
Right.
Now, Azealia Banks is being extra petty.
Okay.
Because she's pretty much saying, not saying she's glad that she died, but she says that she died on her 32nd birthday. And it felt like it's revenge because back in 2018, I think it was, 2018, she was on Wild 'N Out, and DC Young Fly made her cry because he says we couldn't get Nicki Minaj. I said Nick Cannon couldn't get Nicki Minaj, so we had to hire your ugly self, something like that. And it hit Azealia Banks so hard that she actually got upset and she cried on the set, and I believe she might have walked off. She was upset and angry for years about that.
So, Wild 'N Out, where they do crack on you,
right?
But they crack on you through rhyme. They got a rhyme,
right? Just jokes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's
so
improv.
They hit her with something so hard she start crying,
right?
Nationally, like live
on the show.
Wow.
So,
well, who was the person that spit the bars at her? Jackie O spit them bars at her?
Why do I sit next to you? Why? Why? I literally just said DC Young Fly. I literally just said that.
DC Young Fly. Who is that? Who is DC Young Fly?
Yo, listen, we're taking auditions. Anybody want to be a host of Billionear Radio? Sit next to me. Be part of the host crew.
DC
Please
Young
let
Fly.
me know, man.
Is she Jackie O or is she DC Young Fly? Which one is it?
Woo!
I don't watch Wildin' Out, bro. I'm sorry.
You don't have to watch
I'm
Wild
not
Out.
interested.
Okay.
You act like I'm supposed to know these people, like they was really all that irrelevant. Like I don't.
All that irrelevant?
Irrelevant.
So, Jackie O just died.
I know, from surgery.
Right. Do you know who she is?
She's one of the guys on the show. Is they husband or they boyfriend and girlfriend?
Do you know how she died? Let's start with that.
Surgery.
What kind of surgery?
BBL?
Right. BBL surgery.
Yeah.
All right. So far, you're getting your points back.
Right.
The scale sliding back.
I'm that bull, man. Don't
All
worry.
right. DC Young Fly is one of the members from the 85 South show.
Okay.
You know what that is?
No.
The comedy 85 South show.
Oh, you talking about the bull?
The bull.
The comedian.
Yes.
Yeah, he be smoking weed. He played in the last joint I seen him, and he was in there with Epps.
Whatever.
But yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Him.
Right. So that was his baby mama.
Okay.
So the internet has been talking and trolling and saying. So let's get back to Azalea Banks. Azalea Banks says that because he's insecure of his ugly self, she calls him, right? She says, you made Jackie O feel insecure. Right. And they're saying, what would make you be that attractive, right, and beautiful that you want to get a BBL done?
So they saying he's ugly, right? And he's
saying that she made him
he's
insecure.
depressed and
no, I didn't say it's depressed. They're saying that's
insecure, and all of that leaked out onto her.
Pretty much, because they're saying for her to look how she looked, already being beautiful, have her brand, cosmetic, all these things going on. Why are you going under the knife? And that's what they're saying. Like, so
how many children they have together?
They have 3.
All right. I mean,
and so, but that's another issue they're saying. They're saying you have 3 children with this woman, you don't care about her.
So
because why is she your baby mama and not your wife?
So so they saying he forced her into getting the BBL, right? Because she wanted to look.
Indirectly, they felt like indirectly. That's what they're saying.
She wanted to look good for him, basically. She felt like she wasn't beautiful enough,
right,
for him,
right.
So she decided to make a decision that she should have been making for herself, not for him.
Right.
That should have been a decision she should have been making for herself.
Right.
And if she was secure, right, she would have told him to whatever. Like, if you don't like me, that's fine. I'll find somebody that do.
Right.
But instead, she wouldn't got this operation. So who do you really blame?
So, I talked to a lot of women that got BBLs.
Right.
All of them are insecure.
Okay.
And I said that because they said, well, I want to have a bigger butt. I said, why you have a bigger butt? Because I need my butt bigger. Why? I guess because some say because, guys like big butts. Some say they want big hips. So for you to go under the knife and get the BBL surgery, there has to be some insecurity there.
Yeah, but you get the BBL ain't changing the man that you might end up with. They get the BBL, but the dude that they think they're going to end up with ain't going to be that dude. You understand what I'm saying?
A lot of guys like the BBLs.
So?
Because you can't tell all the time.
So? What tell me something. How does that make a man's stature because he likes a big butt?
Well, we live in you watch the internet, right?
Yeah.
We live in a time where it's very, everything's all about looks right now.
Yeah, but a bum could like a big butt. Somebody with no drive or ambition could like a big butt. Some broke bum with nothing in life.
Do you like a big butt? Do you like a big butt?
They okay.
Do you like a big butt, or do you want a flat board butt? Which butt do you like?
I just like a nice looking woman. It doesn't matter how big her butt is.
So she can have a butt flat like this table. You're fine.
There's some women with flat butts that's sexier than them. Yes, they are.
I've never seen you talk about a flat woman with flat butt. But okay,
there are some very sexy women.
You said you like the plump women.
There's some beautiful women.
You said you like them plump.
I guarantee you, it's a woman with a big butt that say, "I want her face and her hair,"
and vice versa.
And I want her breasts. And they got a big butt, but they ugly. They got a big butt.
You're saying all girls,
but they ain't got no breasts.
You're saying all girls are big butts.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's the dumbest thing to be really having a discussion about. Like, why do they? This all I'm saying is it matters.
People are dying from BBLs.
I understand that.
So that's important that you
But whose fault is that?
That's something to talk about.
That's a life decision. When a woman decides to go get that stuff put in her butt, that is a life decision.
But that means you have insecurity.
And there are risks. They know the risks.
But you're insecure.
When they read the contracts, they know the risk.
But that means you're insecure is what I'm saying.
I'm saying they shouldn't be. They should love themselves. Instead of doing the BBL promotion, do the love. Right, women love yourself promotion.
So that's my point.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that BBL ain't gonna mean you're gonna end up with somebody who's gonna love you. That's all I'm saying.
Some of them just want to have sex for the night. They don't care.
I just think they wouldn't get it for all the wrong reasons.
I think women that get BBLs, they're sex addicts.
How about find a good man that loves you tremendously?
No, but
that's loyal to you, and then decide if you want to get the BBL or not. I'm just saying they getting these operations because they care about what other people think.
No, they're getting operations because in this generation, everybody wants to just be sexually natured. These hot dates.
They're getting these BBLs online because they want attention, because they care about what men think.
But they want penis inside of them. They don't just want attention. You gotta understand. It's just not, I want attention. They want penis inside of them.
They can get that without getting the BBL.
But they feel like the BBL enhances them to get more attractive, to get more penis.
Oh, what's it? Say pipe, bro. Please. Don't say penis.
Say pipe.
Say pipe, bro. Come on.
But that's what I'm saying.
Penis.
We live in a time now where some of these women are just like men.
As far as what?
They just want sex.
Yeah, women. I told you, women love pipe. They do.
No,
they love it all day,
so
every day.
Let's come back to the BBL.
But what I'm saying to you is...
But let's come back to the BBL.
All right.
You got three children with this woman, and they're saying, why is she not your wife? They saying he don't care about her. They said everything now after the fact you could be saying, but he never put a ring on her finger, and she had three children by him. And that's what they're saying is that's a problem. So obviously she didn't feel attractive enough for you to marry her, put a ring on her. And so some men are saying that he really didn't care about her.
I could tell he didn't care about her at the ceremony.
How can you tell that?
Why? The little thing he was doing, I don't know if he was singing or he was trying to give a speech but when he was talking about her, there was no emotion as far as a person with loss. Like, I didn't see no pain.
I can't say that.
I didn't see any pain in his face. I didn't hear any pain in his voice.
I can't go with that.
The whole persona of him, it was nothing that he was doing or saying that said to me, man, he really loved that woman.
I can't go with that.
Well, that's how I felt. That's how I felt.
I can't go with that because everybody experiences death different. And just because he has to be strong enough, he said it. He got to be strong enough to be able to get that speech. That's not always easy. He probably cried all week.
Yeah, whatever. You're giving them the benefit of the doubt. And we don't even know. He probably had other women too.
First of all, let's be clear. You can cry about a woman and not care about her.
Who? Who cries about anything they don't care about?
Because you're upset at what happened to your child's mom.
Nobody cries about anything they don't care about.
You're upset about what happened to your child's mom.
You only cry because you care.
First of all,
you cannot care and like that's like somebody died. I don't know. You think I'm gonna be crying?
It's possible.
No.
Depends on.
I have no emotional attachment.
Right. But this is not that case though. This is a case where somebody dies, has 3 of your children, and you got to feel that.
I'm not saying he ain't feel it.
You did say that.
What I'm saying is,
you said emotional.
It didn't hit him hard.
Well, no, you wanted him to be crying in a speech.
I wanted him to be broke down. I wanted to hear the pain in his voice.
And that's not what he had to.
I wanted his body language to show me that he was damaged and
he had
that this really broke him down. He was just his normal, regular self, comedic self.
He had to muster enough courage to do that.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. If you say so.
I do say so.
I just think the BBLs is nonsense, man.
How many,
like them giant eyelashes that look like this pic.
All right.
These giant eyelashes that look like these pics. All that stuff, I don't get it.
What did that guy do with his emotions?
Get it.
Oh, you just said his emotions. What did that guy do with his emotions?
What you mean with his emotions?
You said,
that has nothing to do with his emotions.
Oh, so you just changed it up.
Because in my idea, he had no emotions.
So you just changed it up.
Just a little bit.
I
was talking about the BBL.
Because you lost me.
On the BBL?
No, you lost me.
As long as we on this subject, it's still little subjects inside the subject that we could talk about. The BBL, him, and everything else that come along with that subject.
So you said he don't have no emotion and feel. How many funerals did you speak at? I'm just curious.
Offhand?
Offhand.
About 7.
7 funerals?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get emotional?
I cried at all of them.
Cried at all of them?
Yeah, I was very torn.
Know, I can't picture you crying.
I
would actually be a fly.
I was torn.
I would be a fly on the wall to see you cry.
I was torn. Torn. Yeah, I cried.
But everybody doesn't cry at funerals. That's my hope. Everybody doesn't cry at funerals.
Yeah, I did cry, bro.
You know.
Like a baby.
All right, well, what's a sad moment, though?
Uh-huh.
Since we're going to talk about crying a sad moment, because we didn't get the whole point of the BBL and DC Young Fly. We didn't really get to the conclusion that we probably should have came to.
Why do you say that?
Because there was so much left on the table with that.
You think so?
I know so.
I thought we hit all the angles on that one.
Well, you talked about the BBLs, but I wasn't talking about that. I was saying more or less, do you feel as though that he pushed her of being so insecure?
Yeah, I do.
Right.
I agree with that, 100%.
And so now we're talking about women out here getting BBLs. Mm-hmm. Now, do you think?
But men do that for control. We're gonna get into that. But men do that to women for control.
So do you feel like maybe women will slow down BBLs when they see that she died?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No. That BBL ain't going nowhere, bro.
I didn't say. I said slow down.
BBL like a bald head man trying to get hair, bro. It's the same thing.
I said slow down. That's what I said.
Okay.
But that was my whole point with that. But we lost the. Here's a sad thing too, right? We lost a track star, and she died, and she was an ex-Olympic. And guess how she died? I had to do that.
I ain't got no crystal ball, but
I had to do that to you. No, it's sad. So she, her name is Tori Bowie, right? And she's a former U.S. track star,
right? And
she died. They said while she was in labor.
That's sad.
In her house, and it was like there were complications to the pregnancy.
So who was trying to deliver this baby in her house?
I think that's what it comes down to. So I think it's an eye opener that sometimes it's not best to just be at home giving birth. You can just go to the hospital.
Well, before hospitals, they would just pop them out.
Well, standing up
in the water or in the forest.
Yeah.
And there was no doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, they were cavemen, right? And there were rocks and stones that they laid on before they had pillows. And
you funny boy.
And there were horse and buggies before there were cars. Like that's you sound like, man.
I'm just saying, bro.
You gonna thought, well,
a woman could have a baby without dying, without doctors being around.
But they were saying there was complications.
Crackheads do that all day in Kensington. Just pop the baby out in the box and keep it moving.
All right. So what I'm saying is, she passed away, Olympic star.
What was her name? Host.
Yeah, why do I sit next to you? I gave you her name.
I missed that.
Because you don't pay attention.
I missed that, bro. What's her name, bro?
You know why you missed that? Because you so always trying to talk over me.
Bro, When do I talk over you?
You try. I said try.
We got much better at the
try. But I'm saying I literally said her name.
Pick and roll. Me and you got really good.
So where
with
did you
the
go
pick
when
and
I
roll.
said her name?
I don't know. I'm sitting right here. I really don't think you said her name, and I'm going to watch this over to make sure you did.
You know what? So just to prove a point, I'm not going to say her name again. Rest in peace to her.
Okay.
You know, but I was more or less saying it was an issue with giving birth at home versus going to the hospital.
I mean, it's a 50-50, man. When you really think about it, it's 50-50, man.
Because there were complications, and
everybody not going to die. Every woman not going to die that way. She just, that's just bad luck. Every woman's not going to die from giving birth. That's just not how it's going to work. Something went wrong when she tried to spit that baby out. And you said she's a track star, so she's an extremely healthy woman.
Yeah, she won the hurdle. She's a hurdler.
You know what I mean? Maybe they cut something wrong. I don't know.
She was a hurdler.
So the baby's still alive.
You know what? They didn't talk about the baby. So we don't know if she actually gave birth or not.
Oh.
That's another thing. Because they didn't say anything about the baby being found. They said she was found because family members were calling about her. And they did a wellness check to go check on her. And they did that. They found her on the ground dead.
Wow.
And they caused the death due to complications.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's real wild.
That's wild.
I figured.
I mean, rest in peace, Queen. And that is sad. But women strong, man. They, that's just the fluke.
All right, I gotta swing back to LGBTQ, right?
Oh,
I said I'll take a commercial. I know. So we
gotta keep on with
because we got there's a lot going on right now.
The rainbow bus, bro.
It's Pride Month. There's a lot going on during Pride Month. So and they're pushing the agenda, like you said, right? The word agenda. So there's a school, right? And they end up fighting. The parents end up fighting because they want to make the LGBTQ a part of the curriculum for schools.
Didn't I tell you they doing too much, bro? I just told you that. I said, bro, they doing too much, bro. They trying to bust through the door like we arrived, man. Stop with the nonsense.
So they want to have LGBTQ studies on campus.
No, we ain't doing that.
We
ain't doing that. They want to do that, tell them to go to Woody's.
They said a school, man.
That ain't the place for it. They got their own neighborhood.
So a fight broke out, and this is going to happen for a long time. Like it's a whole new wave going on.
All right, so why isn't America trying to do something about this?
Why
isn't the United States government of America why aren't they not doing anything about
this? A lot of them are gay. I'm just saying. Some are openly gay, and some are just down low gay, and that's what happened. And so what happens, and a lot of them, right? They kind of, being blackballed. Like they don't want it to come out, so they're gonna do whatever they got to do so that they don't get outed.
Let me tell you why America is in trouble. I'm gonna tell you exactly why America is in trouble.
America's not in trouble, but I'd rather hear this.
America is in trouble. There are countries where the penalty is death.
That's not.
Male or female.
That's not here.
They will kill you.
There are countries where they
will cut your head off.
Right.
They will put tires over your body, put gasoline and set you on fire.
Right.
The ring of shame.
Right.
They will stone you to death.
But that doesn't help anything.
It helps a lot.
No, it does. All it does.
You won't have all that nonsense that's going on.
All it does is
let the United States make a law right now that you will be hung, electrocuted, shot in your head, or murdered by injection, and see how that stuff start disappearing. I guarantee you it disappeared.
Do you know there's people that you probably don't even realize, they be out giving head. Like, they just quiet about it. You don't know what people, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't know.
But if I don't know, that's the beauty of it, that I don't know.
You don't have to know.
The problem is they're trying to make it natural. Like it's something that God created. God created man, woman, transgender, lesbians, and gays.
Well, God did have to create transgender though.
God created a
He
transgender?
created everything. Everything's created though. Right? Think about it. He created everything. Right? Everything on this earth he created. So somebody decided to put on a dress, that person was created by God. Whatever they decide to do, that's on them. All the time.
Yo, man, leave that stuff alone, man.
Listen, if
God created man
and woman.
Right. He didn't create all this other nonsense that they trying to make attachments to.
All right. Let me get deep on you, right? If a guy was created by God, right?
Yes.
That guy was created by God, right?
Right.
He decided to put a dress on and become a transgender, right?
God should have blew him up from the gate.
All right.
God should have snapped his finger. As soon as he put the dress on and heels and lipstick, God should have said, and blew his ass to hell.
So
immediately.
Okay.
Without even thinking about it.
All right. So, I mean, and it talks about abomination in the scriptures. It say that if a man lack with a man, it says that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, God already created that man.
So?
He has free will. So just because he had a dress doesn't mean God didn't create him. That's what I'm saying.
God didn't create no transgender, bro. God created man and woman and the heavens and the earth. That's it. It don't go past that.
All right, this one over your head.
You can't add creation. It didn't go over my head.
Over your head, under your feet. I'm going to say it again.
You couldn't have slid that by me in my sleep,
I'm going to say it again.
I could have been in a coma. Right. You couldn't have slid that by me. I'm going to say it again.
If God created a man, right?
Yeah.
It's like saying,
don't say if. Don't say if.
All right, listen.
God created man.
Okay.
God created woman, the heavens and the earth.
All right. It's like if Jimmy had 2 apples and I have 8 apples. How many apples? That's what I'm trying to give you right here to understand. God created a man.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The man puts on a dress.
Yes.
So God already created that man. So he was created by God. He didn't create
him in no damn dress. God didn't put man down with a dress and heels and lipstick and fake hair. God didn't create man that way.
That wasn't my point.
God created men look like us, look like you, look like me. That's how God created us.
That wasn't my point, though.
But you're not making a point.
I made a point.
You're not making a point.
God created.
Matter of fact, it's blasphemy.
God created a man.
The way you talking right now.
God created. Spell blasphemy. Spell blasphemy. Spell blasphemy.
ARMAND.
All right. So look, if God creates a man,
you playing tricks and games, bro.
I'm not. I'm using basic facts.
So let me ask you a question.
I'm not done with mine.
So God created man.
I'm not done with my point.
All right, go ahead. That point is done. But
God created man. Right?
Right.
He created a man.
And a woman.
All right, let's just say he created Tony, right? And Tony decided to put on a dress. Right? He already created Tony.
But he can destroy Tony too.
That's not my point.
The way he created Tony, he can destroy Tony. If God puts you straight as a man on the platform, I'm God. There you go, Armin. Then Armin decides to walk over here and put a dress on. I'm killing you, bro.
Oh.
And then I'm making a new Armin.
But if Lateef put a dress on,
you ain't got to worry about that.
Yes, we do.
You ain't got to worry about that. Lateef ain't going to never do that.
Because you
ain't never got to worry about Lateef.
You can put me in your scenario.
I'm God and I create you, and you put on a dress, I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to create another you. That's the way it's going to go. I'm not going to let that disease continue to spread.
I want you to know that's called hate bashing.
I'm not hate. It's a disease. It's a cancer. I'm not going to let that spread like that. You're tripping, man. I create you all over. I'm wiping y'all out for one. If I'm God, I'm wiping y'all out.
But that's why you're not God.
And then I'm creating more human beings.
But that's why you're not God.
Because y'all mixed up. Something went wrong. Something went wrong.
That's why you're not God. And God says, come as you are.
I am a God. We're all gods.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Bodily gods.
Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
I call you, come on, man.
We're not doing that. Nah.
I call you son because you shine like one.
Yeah, all right, whatever. I'm a man, though, so don't call me no son, boy. So, nah. So, but my whole point is that as you get upset, like this topic always gets you. You know that?
They ain't getting me. I'm not upset at all.
I just sat here and enjoyed this whole show with you getting upset about.
I ain't getting upset at all. I'm just stating
facts. About killing them.
If I'm God, yeah, man.
You said that it was
you
not
can throw it on if you want to.
You're a trans basher.
And I'm gonna put the switch on it too.
You're a trans basher.
I'm not bashing anybody.
You bashed them the whole time.
No, I just said it's not natural. That's all I'm saying.
No.
I'm not bashing
You
anyone.
said,
I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want nobody to go down the street. You said a bunch of 40 bottles upside their head.
You said if I'm God, I'm
all I'm saying is do it behind doors. Keep it to yourself.
You said if I'm God, I'm killing them.
Yo, I meant that.
See that?
Yeah, I meant that.
That's a bashing thing.
That's not a bashing thing. That's a godly thing.
You're not God though.
I'm telling you, if I was God.
But you're not God.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying. Men wasn't meant to wear dresses, bro. They just wasn't.
So if your cousin comes out as transgender, you gonna kill your cousin?
No, I'm not gonna murder him, but I'm gonna tell him about it. So.
All right, well, I don't want to hear that. Then what? What are you gonna say now?
No, I'm just gonna tell him like.
All right, well, I don't want to hear that. Then what? What are you gonna do then?
Well, then he can't. I don't know what to tell him. He ain't coming to my house. He ain't getting in my car.
He can't come.
He can't go nowhere with me. Love you.
You don't love. You
but
don't love
come
him.
to my house.
You actually don't love him.
You can't come in my house.
If he can't.
I'm sorry. You can't come in my house, bro.
Why?
Go home. Take that stuff off.
But that's
come back with a normal haircut, maybe some Air Forces, and a nice Nike sweatsuit. No makeup, none of that nonsense. And then I'll invite you in.
Do you realize?
But if you come to my crib dressed like that, trying to look prerogative and sexy like a woman, you're not getting in.
That's your cousin.
I don't care, bro.
Y'all grew up from the mud together.
No, I tell one of my other little cousins, get him.
See that?
Until he get off the property, get him.
That's terrible, man.
I'm dead serious.
That's your family member.
Don't come to my house like that, bro.
That's your family member.
I don't care. It's nonsense.
Yo, did you see Mayweather's bodyguard get beat up?
Oh, man.
First of all, Mayweather had an exhibition fight. He's fighting in an exhibition.
Oh, he ain't had Twin Towers with him this time. Because I can't imagine anybody beating one of them up, bro. First, you got to climb up there.
Mayweather had an exhibition with John Gotti's grandson.
Right.
Right. That be clear. It wasn't just anybody regular. It was
right.
John Gotti's grandson.
Right.
So, long story short, he toys with him, but he's beating him every round. It's scheduled for 8-round exhibition.
Right.
By the 6th round, the ref says, I had enough. Nah, we ain't doing this no more. And he stopped the fight.
Right.
So then Gotti 3 gets mad. He gets mad. And he starts attacking Mayweather because the fight was broken up.
He tried to attack Mayweather?
Yeah.
And what did he get caught with?
Nothing. Mayweather left.
So Mayweather didn't hit him with nothing?
Nah.
Oh, so he tried to attack Mayweather. He didn't attack Mayweather.
So he tried, but Mayweather stepped to the side. Like he covered up, stepped to the side, and he got out the way. You know. But the whole thing while I was laughing was so one of his bodyguards stepped. So Mayweather leaves. He's a real classy guy. He leaves, right? Get out the way. One of his bodyguards steps in to, you know, defend the situation. They get into it. They just pummeled him, man. Pummeled him.
Whew. How many?
First it was 2. Then it might have been 3.
So they jumped his bodyguard.
Yeah. Allegedly, he's one of his members.
About 4 or 5 of them?
I said 3.
Oh, well.
Started with 2.
It wasn't a fair fight. It wasn't a fair fight.
But where's your team?
They kept it moving. They walk wherever Mayweather go, they go.
No.
So it's obvious Mayweather didn't care about that dude because he would have came back for him. But
no, Mayweather was getting out the way regardless. But the guy was sitting there trying to, you know, fend them off. But what I'm saying, it looked like a big white versus black thing going on. That's how it looked. It looked like they was scared because of who his dad, his grandfather was.
Who was his grandfather?
Why do we do this on this show?
And don't tell me the Gottis, the real Gottis, bro.
Oh, my gosh.
That's the real Gottis, bro?
Why do we do this? Ladies, do y'all see what I have to
The real Gottis, bro?
Why? Why?
The original?
Why?
John Gotti.
Why do we have to
grandson?
Oh, now you get it.
Oh, man. So you think Mayweather stepped off because that's the son of a American gangster who's a legend?
I'm just saying. Nobody wanted any smoke
from the Gottis. Nobody wanted any smoke from the Gottis. And one of his bodyguards got beat up and nobody jumped in it, even though he was getting jumped. Because it's supposed to be a team of y'all together. So if it's a whole bunch of y'all, how y'all letting one of y'all get beat up? I'm confused.
That's the point right there.
I'm so confused.
That's the point. So they get out the way.
So you took one for the team, bro.
All right, and the last transgender statement for
and the last statement of this show, as we close out,
they have a transgender flashing topless at the White House. Take a picture with Biden.
They ain't kill him?
That's why I said that. Let's see what you're going to say.
They ain't shoot him? You laughing, bro.
They were taking pictures, and they ended up throwing it, they flashing their tops out.
Okay. We've been taking shots, all right. Snapshots. If you don't get shit, man, if you don't get out of here, that's what I just told you about your boy Biden. You try to protect him, man. Crazy.
I didn't protect anybody.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying in general, we can't make it a Democrat-Republican thing all the time.
I'm just saying it's a lot of weirdness going on, bro. A lot of weirdness, you know what I mean? A lot of weirdos, bro.
Nah, I can't close the show with that. I got to close with this, all right? Mm-hmm. 2 Instagram influencers arrested after being caught trafficking 200+ pounds of cocaine. Woo!
2 what?
200 pounds of cocaine. 2 Instagram influencers. So there's 2 chicks from Instagram who's popular on Instagram.
Right.
They got caught trafficking.
Right.
200 pounds of cocaine in an SUV that was fixed up to carry.
Oh, they in trouble.
Oh, yeah. The street value was $2.2 million.
Oh, yeah, they in trouble. And I ain't talking about by the law. They better get that boy stuff back. Whoever 200 pounds they need to get that back.
But I could never understand, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not telling on myself, but I'm telling on myself. Mm-hmm. If I was doing drugs, right, I got runners. I'm going to pay the runners to go take that trip. And the reason they get pulled over for whatever reason, and they story didn't match, so they decided to search the cars.
Yeah,
they found they brought the dogs. I'm like, and the dogs was barking it, so they found all these compartments.
They better get that back.
They in jail.
They gonna die in prison.
They in jail.
Somebody gonna murder them in prison.
Someone else gonna get. But what I'm saying.
But they gotta get that back.
Why not have somebody do your trafficking for you?
I mean, he got more. If he had 200, probably got 800.
All right, listen. I would love to get into that, but thank everybody for tuning in. Billionaire Radio. I'm not even gonna say what kind of show this is today, but on purpose, it was that kind of show.
Nothing that we talked about on the phone, though. But okay, I guess that's next week.
Season 3, episode 106, in the books. Billions. Yo, you are a crazy boy.